Alright, I don't know what happened there, guys. The power just went out for like 2 minutes there. It would appear we're back. We'll give it a little bit for. Yeah, I'm back. It was literally just for like a second, not even that, like a minute. Everything just went off and came back on. We'll give it a while because people are probably still trying to make their way back into the stream. And my thumbnail is not updating. Which kind of sucks. Why is that not updating? It should be updated. Just give me a second, guys. Okay. Well, for those of you who are still here, the stream is back. So, we'll give it a few minutes for people to come back before I start talking. I can't believe the thumbnail is not updating. This is really quite sad. Unless it's updated for you guys, but the thumbnail is the wrong thumbnail for me. It's kind of really upsetting. Now you can't see. Yeah, I don't know why it's. Everything is going weird today, guys. I'm gonna be real. I have updated the thumbnail. It's just not coming through, which is so disappointing. It's the next day I'm streaming again. It felt like only a couple minutes ago. Yeah, I know. Whole day has passed. Time travel at its best. Why is the thumbnail not coming through? Oh man. Okay, let me Google this real quick. Right, so as far as I'm aware, the thumbnail should be back. Copyright strike? No. No, it wasn't. It was literally just power. The only reason the thumbnail's not updated is because if you've already seen it before I updated it, because I was in such a rush to start the stream back up, I forgot to change it when I set it up. So it's now changed, but what that means is if you've already seen it non-changed, it won't update for you. Not yet, anyway, because your computer's like seen it already and doesn't want to do anything there. I mean, I can demonstrate it here. Right, so we do that, and if we go here and refresh, there you go. For me, it's now updated, yeah. So it has actually worked. So welcome back, everyone, for another stream. It's been too long. I do apologize. That was really, really bad timing. There. Oh, we're back. And I don't know what we was talking about there. I think we was talking about a layer or something. Half expected something to happen right before you get your review because that's just your luck. Oh no, don't worry, you'll get your review. It just means 2 streams today, I guess. Again, sorry about that, guys. I can't really control what JOLEE wants to do with his incredible power, which clearly he wants to punish me. So yeah, that's kind of really annoying. But we'll go back to the review here. Okay. Alright, so they also have Akbar Omicron as well, which you love to see. Akbar and Leia together are very, very good. And what did this person say in their review request? They're farming ships. Let's take a look at their ships. As they said, they're neglected. And what I say to this is, yeah, they are. It's kind of worrying a little bit when you're 4.3 million GP and you don't have a dark side capital ship at 7 stars. That's kind of a little bit worrying. So that needs to be worked on very, very soon, for sure. Is GAC still alive? What do you mean is GAC still alive? What's going on there? Why have I also got 3 things here? Ah, yes, it's all of you guys asking for ally requests. So we'll sort that out very soon. Again, we're just going to slow it down for a few minutes, let people get back in. Because I think there was like 20 of you or something at one point, and then... bonus stream, yes, it is a bonus stream. GAC is not active right now. I think GAC starts up on the 21st, so we're still a few days away from there. Alright, we're going to jump in now then, and get back into this. And we'll try and finish up this roster review here. So... let me just have a look. Right, so we've looked at everything, we've spoken about Rogue One, they're in Kyber, so clearly they are a good player. They're having it this week, that's why there's a bonus calendar. Yes, that is very true. And going forward, this is an important thing. So before, we was on 4 weeks on, 1 week off. That is what we used to have before. We're actually now moving towards 3 weeks on. So we're going to have 3 weeks of GAC, and then we're going to have 1 week of basically there being a break. Between, so we're actually going to end up with an extra GAC every year. It works out that way. Hey Nick, I hope you're having a good day. You joined us just at the right time. The stream just cut out because of power outages. So we're back now, and that's the main thing. And yeah, if you want a roster review, go ahead and post in the Discord. And also, now, am I correct? Did you have your exam? So many of you have had exams this week. Didn't you have one yesterday or today? Did I ask you about it yesterday? I can't remember. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed it. Conquest should be a full month long. No, please. I'd rather them be a week long. I'd rather them shorten them. Don't make them any longer. That would. I don't like that idea. All right, one last look at this account here. And then we'll get on to the next one here and try and do it that way. You had one 2 days ago and I asked you about it. Ah, yes. I just couldn't remember. You have one in 2 days. Which one do you have in 2 days? What have you got to do for that one? Okay. So yeah, we kind of looked at this. First order is... The problem with first order for this account, right, is just the capital ship. Everything else seems okay. If we actually take a look at first order ships, you know, Kylo Ren's command shuttle needs a bit of work. Problem is that you never feel like doing conquest until the final 2 days. Well, that sounds like you need to just focus on conquest for a bit, maybe. What did I do to JOLEE? I can't say. I annoyed him apparently, and he decided to strike me down and force the stream to reset. Such a shame. But it's nice to see a lot of you coming back and not panicking. I was worried that you'd all be sitting there crying your eyes out that the stream ended early, which it hasn't. And no, because the stream ended early and restarted, that does not mean that we're doing a 4-hour stream from this one, because that would take me to a ungodly hour. Statistics, pretty easy stuff though. Since your professor is leaving, he wants to give us all high marks as a goodbye thing. Oh, very nice. JOLEE's power is too dangerous to be kept alive. Yes, he is. JOLEE is... oh, man. JOLEE is something else, guys. You're still crying your eyes out? Well, what can I do to stop you from crying? Other than give you a roster review, because you're going to have to wait in line for that one. We can't, even if you're crying, we can't just skip you there and make that quicker for you. You got to wait, like everyone else. And do you know what's even worse? I'm almost out of Coke, or as some of you say, cola, and some of you say pop, and the other stuff you will say. Imagine if Anakin knew what JOLEE knew. If Anakin knew what JOLEE knew, then yeah, the films would have gone a very different way. Give you a roster review. Oh, wait, yeah, wait. Stay in line. How dare you request a roster review? Unbelievable. Then he would still have his legs, yeah. He would definitely still have his legs. Actually, here's a question. I was rewatching the Clone Wars recently. And I just wanted to know from you guys watching, what is your favourite arc in the Clone Wars? Because obviously it's all different arcs as we go throughout. What was your favourite one? I'm just curious. And I'll tell you mine when you guys are done with that. So yeah, this account is making progress towards SOKR, but it really does need to finalise these ships. See what I said there? Finalizer. Yeah, okay, I'll see myself out. But yeah, it does need a little bit of work. But for the most part, it's good progress. I'm very curious. Now, I'm going to actually say, even though they've said they need to focus on SOKR, I would say, if you're going to Omicron someone, even if they're a new character, and you're going to invest this much into them, finish off the team. You know what I say all the time. Finish off these teams and get them going. And you know what? Radis is a really good character, but we've already covered that already. And I kind of want to move on to the next roster, because anyone who joins this stream is going to be like, what are you doing? We've already had a stream on this person and it's unfair. Well, unfortunately, JOLEE decided that today would not be a good day. The one where Maul takes over Mandalorian Season 5 because of nostalgia. Nostalgia is a fun thing. Have you ever noticed how... I don't know if it applies to you guys. I'm like, I remember when I was a kid and this thing was so amazing. And then you go and get it and you try it and you're like, this sucked. Why did I even like it? The Season 7 Siege of Mandalore arc. That is a good one. That is a good one. Ahsoka is by far your favourite Star Wars character. Her story arc is by far the best. Interesting. Interesting. Light side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities. Some consider to be natural. Interesting. And then, yeah, again, there's a lot of good arcs, but what I also say is, in my opinion, Clone Wars, for every good arc, there is also one that I would never want to rewatch again. Just my honest opinion. Ahsoka's by far your... I've already read that. How can I read that twice? You're back. Glare. There we go. I didn't know what you were trying to say there. You had me confused. You love Luke and you love Mark Hamill. Yeah. He is a pretty awesome guy. Not Clone Wars related. Well, it doesn't need to be. You've just told me your favourite thing. Alright, on to the next one. I'm sure we've already had a look at this one. We have. We did you earlier, so we won't take another look there. Okay, look guys. It wouldn't be a roster review stream without having to look at Average Stormtrooper's account 10 times. So here we go. And how long should we look at them for today, guys? Should we even look at them? In fact, should we look at them for today? Whoa, oh god, I've just blown your eardrums. I apologize. When my thing reset, the sound on my YouTube went to max, so you guys probably have no ears. So I do apologize. That was an accident, guys. I didn't know it was going to happen. What I wanted to do is just ask you guys. You can't hear me? No, you should be able to hear me. Who do I love? I love Young Han, obviously. Jedi, you don't know who came up with C-3PO and R2 arc in season 4. Interesting. That's quite a good one. And Kanji Club. I have applied to 6 jobs today and already got 2 calls back. That's awesome. Well done. Well done. That's a big thing. Well done for going and applying to them jobs. What sort of ones did you apply to today? Hopefully you see some success. Just make sure you don't get on Jolee's bad side, otherwise he might ruin it for you. Oh guys, this is incredible. 8 votes and it's split. Some of you are saying that they should have a review and some of you are actually saying no. Well, there's 16 of you in the chat. So the fate of the roster reviews shall be decided by the chat. Alright. Grocery stores and pharmacies. Nice. That's really good. Pharmacies can be quite good for employment. Especially in the UK. I don't know what they're like in the US, but over here they're pretty cool. And no. Can you believe this? Well, you're late. The stream's only just started because of Jolee ruining our day today. It looks like everyone's saying no. Oh, guys, you've decided the fate. Unbelievable. This is why we don't have democracy, because you guys are cruel. I would have done the roster review. I would have been nice, but no. I'll let you guys have the decision. You all decide no. Okay, I'm going to show you the... Alright, hold on. I'm going to show you guys their account name, and then you can re-decide. Obviously, you can't vote again, but now you've seen the name. Doesn't that just make you go, I actually kind of want to see this? Or is it no? Let me know in the chat. Just type yes or no. I'm curious, because that is a pretty cool name. I'm gonna be honest. You can do Eternal TV instead. Yeah, I can do some Eternal TV for sure. We'll get around to that. We're still trying to get through. Have to see it now. See, I figured you. Oh no, we got a no. Never. Oh, unbelievable, guys. How can you say this to another fellow viewer? Poor average Stormtrooper, I know. But to be fair, every roster review, they put all their accounts, so this is up to you guys. No. Well, we're sorry, Glormy fans, but unfortunately, there's no review today. This is just brutal. I know. I feel so evil. Jolee has actually corrupted my soul. I was innocent and kind before today. It's Glormy fan. Yeah, I feel bad. I feel like I've lost a part of my soul right now. But it had to happen. Oh, guys, that was good. I'm glad you all gave in to the dark side of the Force there. Average Stormtrooper isn't even here yet. Well, when they eventually see this, they're probably going to ping me like a million times. We may come back to them later. I mean, we've still got like 10 accounts to do, so maybe not. Alright. It's like you denied yourself. Well, yeah. I guess. Okay, so we have... I can't pronounce his name. But they're part of the Unlimited Power team. They're in Chromium 3. And let's take a look at this account here. And see how this goes. Oh, guys. Every Stormtrooper, there was a vote on your roster review, and they all voted no. How could you say this? It's so cruel. Why would you tell them? Howdy, how are the reviews doing? They're doing alright. We're about 4 or 5 in, and we did a vote on Average Stormtrooper, and you guys, not me, you guys decided no. Can you believe it? So cruel. How would you feel? How would you guys feel?
Yeah, I threw that. Throw it successful.
Review it, ignore the viewers, the Glormivans will be superior.
Keep the donation. Right, hold on. So now it's all changing, guys. Now it's all changing. Now we want to see those Glormy fans. Right, we may come back to it. But right now, if I reviewed it, look at that. 12 votes and 58% of you said no. I feel like this may be a revote later on. So, we may have to come back to this. But the Glormy fans, like... God, I'm going to see all of you change your name in a minute to, like, hashtag Glormy fan. God, that's actually... I need to trademark that, make a company. I'm gonna rival Thrawn's cheeks. Alright, so with this account here, we are looking at, we have no information, so we just have the ally code. So I'm gonna be honest, guys, I do prefer if you put information, but there isn't, so we'll have to make do. And all it means is I might tell you something that is irrelevant to your account, in the sense that I might see something and you may not actually agree with it in the slightest, or even be working towards progressing something. So for example, I'm going to give an example that's very bad, just to give you guys an example of why it's better to put information. I might say, go and relic your Night Sisters, right? That is what I could say, but I'm just saying that based on what I can see. But then you might be someone who's actually farming JMK, and I can tell you now this is a JMK farm. So that is why I like you guys to put some information in there, just to make my life easier when it comes to reviewing. But luckily, I have eyes today. I'm no longer blind, mate, and I noticed straight away that it is a JMK farm. Hashtag no Glormy fan. Unbelievable. How can you say this to me? How can you say? How can you watch my channel and not be a Glormy fan? Unbelievable. Alright, so you already have Mace Omicron, you already have Qui-Gon Omicron, and okay, in terms of JK requirements, we're getting there. You can, I can see now, mate, yeah. I think you might be right there. I think you might be right. But yeah, we're looking good. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. We do already have gas. Gas is only relic 7. Let's have a look at clones, because that does matter. If you have gas, you should have clones. Okay. Chirpa Omi. Yeah, we'll take a look at that in a second. Now, in terms of clones, we do have them all relic 3. Now, this can get you a cam shard. It's a little bit tough, though. I'm gonna be real. But it can get you one. You just need very, very good mods for that. And here's the thing. With only 65,000 health, you're going to struggle with fires. I'm going to be real, guys. In fact, what primaries were they? Also, let me know. I'm going to ask you guys now. I'm also going to put something in the Discord. When it gets closer to the cam mission, if any of you are actually planning on running it, let me know and I can talk you through it one-to-one. As long as it's okay with your guild leaders, I am more than happy to try and talk you through the mission and help you win. Gloomy Fans 2022, his favourite quote: "One day I will get revenge and make Glurmit punish for his actions on making that vote." Wait, did he actually reply or something? I just checked Discord, I just saw some, I don't like Sambo, it's an awesome name. You lurking in the stream right now? You don't have an account on YouTube set up? you gotta make one. No, he didn't. But that is probably what he's gonna say. That's probably what he's gonna say. We'll do a revote. We'll do a revote soon. Now that you guys know the name of the account, maybe it will change things, or maybe it won't. But yeah, if you guys want to be talked through the cam mission when it comes to it, that's on Thursday and Friday. Actually, I think yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is when that's going to be on. Vote was perfect. Wow, you must really not like our average Stormtrooper. This is getting quite scary in here. I feel like we're about to have a full-scale conflict. Battle of the Glormy fans. Oh, that's crazy. So yeah, I think your clones need a bit of work. Rex. See, this is the thing with Rex that always amazes me. He's plus 100 speed here, yet he's still 260 speed. He's just such a slow character. Give Gloomy fans meaning. Ah, yeah, tell me about it. Give us meaning, please. All say no. I refuse to involve myself in this decision. Chief Chirpa Omi, and it looks like it's going to Relic. You just unlocked mods on your ult. Who should get my 5 speed primary arrow? You have the same characters as my ult. Good question. So I would... I'll probably give it to Hera first, because she's the one who you want taking turns to call the assists, and she's also going to be giving the special for the revives, so you want her to be taking turns. The other option is you give it to Young Han, because Young Han's then going to take more turns, he can stack more offense, but he's already gaining stacking speed throughout the battle. He has to go live on Discord with you, so... yes, that is true. Okay. So Chief Chirper is looking interesting. Now remember guys, the Omicron is giving the 30 additional speed. It is also giving you 40% more damage with basics. Remember, they're calling people all the time. That's part of the Omicron. It's 100% a chance to assist. So you're going to be dealing a lot more damage. It is interesting. But again, if we're going to be doing Ewoks, which a lot of you seem to be doing, and I get it, it might be for some of you the only Omicron you have access to. The first thing here is they are modded incorrectly. And that's perfectly fine. We can change that very, very easily. So the way around here, right, is Papley. He needs to be the fastest character out of the Ewoks because he's gaining 25% speed at the start of the battle. So what is Chief's Omni buff? Doesn't make a difference. Okay, there is a guy on YouTube, go check him out guys after stream, called the Gerbil, who has Relic Ewoks, and he breaks it down very well. There is a difference, but it's kind of, a lot of people aren't going to see these differences. But if you do have Papley, he is going to have to be faster, because he's gaining 25% speed, right? And then you gain 30% additional speed, and it can cause issues going up against it, or even on offense. It's quite nice to have Papley be fast. So he should really have a health and speed set, and in fact, a lot of people mod Ewoks for protection. They should all be modded for health primaries. The reason being, Chief Chirper, when he uses this, he's giving people heal over time, so you actually recover more from having high health than you do from having high protection. But again, if you want a more in detailed and better guide for Ewoks, go check out the Gerbil. They're a fantastic content creator. Because I wouldn't even qualify myself to talk about Ewoks, guys. My Ewoks are Gear 12. I don't really use them all too much. Are the... No, I don't think he has R9. As far as I'm aware, he only has like R7 and R5. He may have some R9, I actually don't know. All I know is he does very well with them. Like, he did a video a while ago where he actually beat Qui-Gon Omicron pretty reliably with the Omicron Ewoks. So they can work, but it's very situational. And you need decent mods. Like, they're not mod hungry in the sense that you need like plus 150 mods on them all. They're just mod hungry in the sense that you need at least plus 100 on each one. Which, let's be fair, for a lot of you, that's not going to be an option. Alright. You seen some of his vids? Yeah, they're good. Definitely good. Someone... just in Discord, someone's asking you... 4 random numbers text you saying your name. Are you hacked? Yeah, don't click on any links. Firstly, are you sure it's not like your friends playing tricks on you? Secondly, yeah, I would change your passwords. If you're really worried, go on Reddit. There is a place called like I think it's called like tech support or something. Make a post and detail what's going on, and they should be able to help you, because there's people way more qualified than me and us. First things first, change your passwords. If they know your name, based on what you said there, and guys, if you're wondering what I'm replying to, it's in the Discord. No, you haven't missed your review, we just haven't got around to them yet. I'm just replying to something in Discord. Yeah, go on Reddit. There's a subreddit for it. This sort of stuff. Outline it all because. Yeah, no, I understand you're scared. I understand you're scared. Change your passwords. It's just based on what they're saying. If you've literally copied what they've said, that to me sounds like maybe someone you could know. Yeah, first things first, change your passwords. Just in case. I don't know, guys, obviously I don't know all your ages, but if you're a minor, if you're under 18 also, and you're really worrying, then obviously let a parental guardian and know as well. Just, there's no point worrying on yourself and stressing yourself out. And then if it turns out to be escalating, then obviously there's nothing wrong with involving police at all, because that sort of stuff is obviously making you feel bad and no one wants to see that. But keep us updated. I'll keep on checking the Discord. Alright. Guys, if you're in the chat and you see them say something else in Discord, let me know so I can check. Because I've got to keep on switching screens, so I might miss it. Okay, so we're looking at this again, and like I said, we don't actually have like a set plan here for us to go through. So we kind of just have to try and work out what they're doing. Now, they already have gas. It looks like they're farming Darth Revan. To me, it looks like they're actually farming their Ewoks. It looks like Ewoks are getting geared up to max. So it looks like this person's going for JMK. Which they are a little bit away. What's their Tambor like? Right, so they're anything really from 1 to 5 months away. We don't know how many watt shards they get. Bearing in mind they're only 2.9 million GP, we can only assume they get a good amount. But in that time, it looks like they're going for Ewoks. So that's interesting. What would I do? Troopers need a little bit of work here. Yeah, I would start these up, work on them. Definitely Relic Dark Trooper. Dark Trooper's too good not to have Relic these days. And you know what? He's such an early farm. There's not really a reason why anyone shouldn't have Dark Trooper up and running at some point. Your friend pranked you? Well, isn't that good in a way? At least it wasn't too... Yeah, I just saw. Well, at least it wasn't anything serious. But guys, if that ever happens to you and you don't think it's a prank or you don't know, it's always important to take these things seriously, because you just never know what it could be. So, yeah. But it's good. It's good it all got sorted. And thank you for letting me know, Mike. That is really helpful. Okay, so yeah, I would work on troopers, and I would also work on your, I guess, Ewoks if you're already gearing them. Again, guys, I'm going to apologise if you don't give me any information. I'm very limited with what I can actually give in terms of feedback here, so they're not going to be as detailed responses as normal. I hope you can understand that. It's just there's not really I can't really go into too much detail if I don't know what your plan is. I can only give you like tips based on what I can directly see, which for me would be increase your mods on Shepti clones, work on relics potentially, at least R5 them all, R7 them all if you want a more guaranteed success. In terms of ships, Houndstooth needs starring up. Again, I would kind of say by 3 million GP there are really two things you want to aim for. The first is to have at least one very good team that can work in either territory battles or raids. You want one of those two things. And secondly, you want a 7-star Houndstooth. Oh, you're here, you're in a stream. I did not realise. I do apologise. So this is your account, is it? If it's your account, I do apologise. You've retracted your message. That's not you. Okay, so you took me by surprise there. But yeah, I would work on those things. Shakti clones, Houndstooth, and fill out those teams, especially Imperial Troopers. Oh, you was typing for when you got to yours. Okay, makes sense. There was no you don't have to worry about deleting a message. I would have gathered it eventually. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go on to the next one. And we are going to look at this one. And it is from, I think it's pronounced Sato. But if it's wrong, please tell me and I'll try my best to pronounce it better the next time. So, this person is in the Alliance KOTOR. They're in Kyber 3. They have a Relic 7 Kyadimundi, which is really, really nice. 7.3 million GP. They have a Relic 8 SLKR, Relic 7 JML, Relic 7 JMK. That is really nice. They also have starkiller. And their starkiller is reasonably well modded. Now guys, he doesn't need crazy high speed. He's actually okay lower speed. What you want in starkiller is actually to have very nice damage, which we can see here is something they've done. Bearing in mind this is only a Relic 5 starkiller. If you take him to Relic 8 or 9, you're going to be hitting about 10, 11, 12,000 offense, which is about where you want to be. And give me a second guys, I just need to call. I do apologise about that. So yeah, starkiller, I love seeing him. He's modded pretty well. Got offense, yeah, you know how to mod. So that is very nice. That's a really, really nice square right there. So yeah, this is starkiller, guys, and he's looking pretty good. And yeah, you just want him as high offense as possible. The reason being, he's actually going to be assisting a lot anyway, so speed isn't the most important thing. And the nice thing is, if we go to his kit, they are immune to daze and stun, so he's going to be assisting no matter what. So even without the high speed, as long as he's got high offense, he'll be perfectly fine. Also, let's remember he is gaining 70 additional speed in GAC and 35 additional speed outside of GAC. So, you know, this 233 starkiller suddenly becomes a 300 speed character, which can cause issues. Now, the more important thing is what is Mara Jade looking like. Now, this is the important thing. If she's low speed, you're going to be beaten by bounty hunters, especially in 5v5. So what we want to make sure is, if you're using a starkiller, you want to have an incredibly fast Mara Jade. And something I'd say to all of you is, if you've got Mara Jade unlocked, I would argue she deserves your best mods for speed. Just period. Now, if you can afford to mod her like with the right primaries, so that is potency, protection, protection. If you can manage to do that, that is huge for you. If you can't, then you just want to have her as fast as possible. So let's take a look at this person's Mara Jade, and it's only 307 speed. Now I say only. Let's remember, she gains 75 or 70 speed in GAC, so she's going to be at 377 speed. Now you might sit here and go, well, no one's going to outspeed that. That is not true. Oh, we did a vote for you, average Stormtrooper, and I was going to do you, but the chat decided against it. They did not want to see your roster. Don't ask me why, but it's just something that happened. So, like I was saying, in terms of the speed, she's going to be about 377 speed. And if someone comes at you with a 330 speed Zam and around about a 310, 315 Bosk, both things that are easily doable. Some people even have 340, 330 Bosks. They're going to go first before you. And if their Grief is fast, they're also going to go before you. And then it's as easy as 2 mass assists and they win. I did not ignore you. I said we'd do a revote. Okay, hold on. We'll do a revote. Okay, there we go. Revote. And it should hopefully come through any a second now. Okay, so yeah. Mara Jade really needs your fastest mods. And we're talking... Here's the thing. Someone actually put out a video a while ago. It was one of the bigger YouTubers out there. I'm not going to put names out for now. But they said you should aim for 370 speed on Mara Jade. And that's very high, guys. That's like plus 160, 170 speed. That is really, really high. Now, what I would say is if you're in the top 1%, yes, aim for that. If you're not, aim for about 320 to 330. If you can, 340 to 350. So you want to aim for one of those two speed brackets there. And then your Mara Jade becomes 420 speed. And there's no way they're outspeeding you bounty hunters. And that's kind of what you want to avoid, because Starkiller is such a good character. And most of the time he takes a good team to counter. There are some low cost ones such as General Grievous. And CIs can also work in some instances. Sorry about that. It's just like a half yawn. And finally, bounty hunters. So you kind of want to avoid those free counters, and there's always ways to do that. So firstly, Mara Jade should be a little bit faster if possible. And before we go on to the next character, just remember, even 6-dotting the mods guarantees an additional 8 speed, or 7 speed, sorry. So this is actually technically a 350 Mara Jade, because you gain 2 speed here, and then 1 for all the others. And a lot of these mods, like I don't know if I'd slice this one for example, maybe this one could be sliced, because Mara Jade wants potency secondary, so if they have nice rolls, I think they could be quite interesting. Oh wow, the chat has changed their mind, but there's 14 people watching, and there is only 8 votes. So there's still time for them to change their minds. So we're going to wait a little bit longer, and then we'll get around to seeing if you deserve a review. So that is that. Let's sort by speed and have a look here. And they said they're going for Ray next, so we'll take a look at their Ray requirements in a second. Now, they've got more. Okay. I'm not really a fan of a speed maul. I get it, you don't have Lord Vader, so there's an argument. But for the most part, I'm putting offense mods on maul. Not me personally, I don't have him. But from what I've seen and what I've gone up against and all the footage I've seen, you really want him to be as powerful as possible, not necessarily as fast. Although that is a very, very nice maul in terms of speed. For who is this review? This review is from Sato. I think I'm saying that right. I hope I am. Can I let you review my account? You want to review my account? I'm not sure if I want you guys to review my account. Yeah, you can review. Okay. You know what? After this one, we'll take a short 2-minute break. I'm going to get my roster up. I'm going to scroll down, and you guys get to roast me and make fun of my account. How about that? Let's also look at Dash. Dash, again, should have a top 3 mod set for you. And he does. See, this is nice. 328 speed. He gains plus 20 from his lead, so he's actually 348 speed. Like, just have a look. Yeah, you can... Honestly, guys, you can all comment on my account. We'll do like a mini roster review here for myself. So Dash, no Relic Young Han, garbage, absolutely. I agree with you, but guys, if you want to see a Relic Young Han, you're going to have to subscribe. 500 subs and we'll do it. And we've still got 237 left to go, so it's not going to happen until that happens. But yeah, for the most part, this is a very nice account, and we're going to have a quick look at the resistance and ray requirements. So, yeah, we're about halfway from the looks of it. We have a few more to do. And once these are done, this is starting to look pretty good. When I say that, this account is already very good. I mean, they've got 3 GLs. My one thing I'm saying is... actually, I take that back. I was going to say there's not much dark side. There is plenty of dark side. It's just the very top of the roster is not. But it is a very nice account. It's 7 million GP. They do have Executor. It is only Relic 8. That is perfectly fine. Now, this person is in Kyber. And this person does have the ships. They have Executrix, Home 1, Finalizer, Chimera, Radis, Executor, Negotiator, Malevolence, and Endurance. And what I wanted to have a quick look at is, does this person have the time scepter? And they do. How much longer I'm going to be streaming for? Probably an hour to 2 hours, most likely. I'm not 100% sure yet. Maybe only an hour. We'll kind of. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm not really a fan of setting it in stone, because then it kind of becomes more of like a chore than something that I think is more enjoyable. Because for me, a big thing of doing this is I'm doing this for you guys because I love this game. I love you guys. I love the community, and I just want to do something I enjoy. And if I start putting limits on myself where I have to stream for 4 hours or 5 hours or 3 hours, it's going to get to the point where I burn myself out. And then the content goes down and then you guys get upset. And that's the last thing I want. So I'm probably going to go for an hour to 2 hours, but we'll kind of see as we go along. Hopefully that makes sense. And you understand where I'm coming from. In terms of ships, it's looking pretty good. Let's take a look at the resistance ships, because that is something we need to account for. And, okay, it looks like you're working on this, and this ship gets a little bit of slack. It's nowhere near as good as the first order counterpart, but what I will say is it is pretty good. I've only got mine at 4 stars, but what it can do well. It's good. It's not game breaking, but it's good, and it's better than, it upgrades the fleet, and that's the most important thing. Would you ever do a subathon? What is a subathon? I've heard of it, but could you just explain that to me? What I was actually thinking is there a way to do like, would there be any way to do really, really long streams? Like, what would be kind of the way to do that? Like, what would you guys want to see? But yeah, a subathon. Not one. I mean, I've heard of them. I just don't know exactly what they are. But yeah, in terms of this, you're looking pretty good. You are farming the Radis already. Young rando. Money equals glow on streams. I'm gonna no. That's not how it works, guys. I'm not gonna. Same thing with the roster reviews. I said it before. If you donate and you ask for a roster review, I'm more inclined to say no. And the reason being, I know not all of you have lots of money, right? Some of you probably do. Some of you, we don't know, but there's obviously gonna be levels. Some of you will have more money and some of you have less. And I never want this to be a point where you guys are paying for roster reviews, because then some of you who can't afford to or choose not to are going to be punished, and I just think that's a bad thing to go for. Is that how subathon works? I actually didn't. Wait, so hold on. How does? Oh, right. So I've just told you no, basically. So wait, a subathon, you literally. No, but to me, is that like a Twitch thing? Is that like a Twitch thing? Because to me, a subathon would be like you just stream until you hit a certain amount of subscribers, right? That's what I thought it would be. But obviously Twitch, you pay for subs, right? Yeah? I don't know. I don't know. I get a little bit funny about this whole I don't know. Yeah, see that if it was on Twitch, I'd get it because you have to pay to subscribe anyway. But on YouTube, honestly, where it's free to subscribe, and it doesn't cost you anything. So if you're watching and you're not subbed, you should probably click that sub button. But in this case, it's a bit different. It's memberships like $1 to $5, and time adds each time you get a sub. Okay, well here's the thing: if that is something you wanted, when you get to 1,000 subs on YouTube, it opens up the partner program, and when you get to the partner program, you can actually qualify for memberships, which is a bit like the Twitch subscribers. So if it's something you wanted, then maybe that could work there. But I don't really like the idea of just taking your guys' money for no reason. You can't do membership on Glamour's channel? No, you can't. You need 1,000 subscribers. So you guys better start subbing. We're still months and months away from that, guys. We're still looking at like 7 to 8 months at least until that happens. So yeah, this account is really good. You're making very good progress on Ray, and I'm excited to see where your account goes. So I hope Sato, if you're watching, I hope that you put in another request in a few weeks so I can see your progress there. Road to 1k. You wouldn't mind taking money for roster reviews? I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't. And really, it's just... If I... Think about it this way, guys. Some of you have been waiting 2 days for a roster review here, right? Because obviously we're limited by time, we're going quite in depth. And firstly, if you're paying for a roster review and you don't like what I'm saying, that can cause issues. And secondly, if you're paying for one and you're getting ahead of everyone else, so there could be someone who submits a request really early on and they just never get seen. So that's kind of why I'm saying that. Alright guys, you wanted to do my account, so I'm going to put my account up on the screen. Hey Glurmit, you just submitted a roster review in your Discord. If you can take a look, that would be amazing. Yeah, of course. I will try and get through to it today. Thank you for coming along. I haven't seen you before in the chat, so I hope you're having a good day today. Money, time. I get it. I get it, guys, and I hope you can understand where I'm coming from here. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick through my roster, and I'm going to go slowly, and at the end, you guys go crazy in the chat. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, and we can go from there. So, like I would review anyone's roster, we will start with speed, why not? And then you guys can absolutely roast me. So, are you guys ready? I'm going to scroll down, and then you can tell me what it's like. And if you want me to scroll back and show you other stuff, then by all means, please do. I'm in the process of remodding, so some of my mods are very strange, some of them are terrible. Gear Marimo, I'm working on it right now. I'm going to have starkiller on this account in like 3 days. So I'm going to be doing a stream for that, and I'm so excited. Okay. It's going to take a while, guys, I'm going to be real. If you're impatient, that the fact you cannot wait, everyone else and has to donate money. We're getting 3k in line. Yeah. Relic Young Han. Admiral Radis, Gear 13. Gear Iden. Guys, you guys are giving me lots of suggestions here. And we're not even at the bottom of the roster here, guys. And let's keep going. I wonder who my slowest character is. It's probably someone we never use. And there we go. So that is my roster right there. Relic Wicket. Relic Cam. Well, Cam's not even 7-star, guys. How can I relic him? And then just one more flick through and we'll do it by just standard. Relic Cup and Lobot. What is it with that 9th sister? I don't see R9. I do remember it, but she's not 7-star. Guys, remember, you have to have a 7-star to Relic. Relic Mon Mothma team. That is something that I actually want to do. So let me just flick through again. We'll go from the bottom to the top here, guys. Bring Droideka to 300 plus speed. That is a good point. That is something that's interesting. Fast Droidekas can do interesting things. Okay, let's flick through one more time. But this time we're going in order of gear. And yeah, you can see I've got loads of bloke, just random characters with little pieces of gear where I get like excited and like I'm gonna die at gear 12. Like, you know how it is, guys. But we'll do one more flick through and go from there. Farm Iden Shards, she's on my list. She's on my list. And yes, we love seeing the Jawas. In what? In Aduis. Oh, I can't even pronounce it. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that. Mara. Yeah, Mara is on the list. So, I will show you what I'm missing. Mara is going to be going to Relic very, very soon. Relic Rogue One. All the Tuscans. Okay, so. Now, if you guys want to see a certain faction, let me know. Also, I guess I can do what I do for everyone else, because I do it to you guys. Let's go ahead and show you speeds. So this is my Lord Vader. My Lord Vader's rocking 564. I'm not going to go through everyone. Reset account, absolutely. Must do. And this is what I was saying earlier. The way I remodded, I honestly think Mara should be your fastest non-galactic legend. So I remodded my Mara earlier. She's not crazy fast, but she's not terrible. I'm going to be honest, my mods are slacking. That's why I always say to you guys, mod, because I know how it is when you don't have gold mods. Just make it more horrible. R8C, okay. Well, my next R8 is going to be Wrecker, most likely, or Starkiller. And in terms of this here, Mara is literally waiting on this, and then she will be Relic. So we're not very far away. But it appears you guys just want me to reset my account. Relic Rogue 1. That is something that I actually want to do. Let me show you my Rogue 1 here. No, I'm not really a fan of R8JMK. I'm probably not going to be going for him. Get Starkiller. He'll be done in about 2 to 3 days. So this is my Rogue 1. We will be taking to Relic. I'm kind of waiting to see where Radis is farmable. And then I'm probably going to Relic them up. So yeah, that's an option. My next project is actually going to be the Sith Trio. I'm going to be taking them all to R7, including Talon. So these guys are going to R7. That's my next project after Starkiller. Just so you guys know what I'm farming. Because, you know, I asked you guys, so let me tell you what I'm farming. I'm farming Inquisitors right now. I'm taking a short break while I do some gear. But we are slowly farming Inquisitors. Relic Smugglers. Let me show you my Smugglers. And in terms of Smugglers, the only one... I mean, we don't really need to Relic Young Lando. What am I going to use Talon for? That is a surprise. We have got a big counter planned with the Sith Trio and Talon. Don't you dare farm those garbage Inquisitors. I've got to. I want the Grand Inquisitor, who hopefully his kit will drop today. Memes channel. Everyone on the stream right now. Where Datacron. Great meme. Great meme. So yeah, that's kind of where we're looking, guys. So, roster review over. Okay. Let's go ahead and you've all changed your mind. Get Starkiller, Relic Smugglers, Summer Inquisitors. So much going on here, guys. So much. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go to request roster review, and it would appear that we're going to do average Stormtrooper. We weren't going to, because you guys voted against it. Young Han isn't Relic. Guys, I told you, I'm going to be taking Young Han from Gear 12 to Relic 9 in one stream. It just depends on when you guys sub to me and give me 500 subs. Which I'm not asking you to go do right now, but just over time. I want to do it. I want to make a big thing of it. Don't know why I went back on my roster there. Alright, so what was the thing you've said in the text? You said Starkiller plus Exec Rush. Tell me how good you are. Okay, so we are looking at the Glormy fans right now. Rude man, unbelievable. So, 700,000 GP. You have Mara Jade, which is kind of crazy. She's not even your fastest character. Unbelievable. You need to work on mods. But this is what happens with Hyperdrive bundles, and this is what I've been trying to say. Like, early on, you're really going to struggle, because even characters like Tarkin, you know, he's got mods, but only plus 20. And someone who's been free to play, but farming mods all the time, is actually going to have better mods and essentially characters. So yeah. You need to rank higher in Squad Arena. You're free to play and you're higher. Yeah, I know. You do need to Squad Arena. You should be like top 100. You already have Palpatine. You already have Vader Zeta. You definitely, if you're gonna run Mara Jade, you definitely need the lead. 100%. You need that Zeta. Gloamate, the only one that is good is the Master Inquisitor, and the rest are Garbanzo. Actually, Ninth Sister isn't terrible. Ninth Sister, Seventh Sister are both pretty good. You should be top 1. Well, why aren't you top 1 is the question. We'll take a look at your fleets and then we'll move on. You just didn't feel like it right now. Yes, that's why you're 700th. There's probably like free-to-play people higher than you. Alright, so nice thing is the Hyperdrive bundle actually gives some pretty good progress initially to the executive farm, which is really, really nice. So just keep on plugging away. There's only so much I can say, and we have done your account before, so I'm not going to stay on it forever, because there's a lot of people waiting here for reviews, so we want to make sure we get everyone done today. Okay, let's claim that energy, and then I think this is just going to be you guys asking for requests. There's so many of you. Oh, that one's actually a raid. Okay, your roster was very good. There you go. Are you happy now? Let's make sure we sign up to the raid so we don't forget. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the next one here, and that is going to be done for where are you? Christmas review. Okay. We are now on Constantine, which I hope I said that right. You're on stream and you will answer questions. Yes, I heard you say that earlier. So, okay. I'm sure I've seen that guild before. Okay, so we'll start off with here. We're at 1.7 million GP. And we're going to start by looking at the gear tier. So you're at 1.7 million. How many cam shards does my guild get? My guild, last time out we got 14. We should have had 16. 2 of us crashed, including myself. We have 20, I think it's 28 people are now cam ready. And we're expecting about 60 to 70% of those to win the mission. So we're hoping to get at least 20 to 25 shards really. 25 is a big gamble, but hopefully that's what we're expecting this time around. You are here in the stream and will answer any questions. You're working on Geos to be what ready, CLS, Empire, Gas, working on ships right now, and then GMK. If I could look at mods and teams, that would be great. Of course I can look at mods and teams. Okay, so let's start by looking at those teams you've suggested. So we're going to look at Geos, and your Geo's looking good. It looks like you're taking Spider relics. Also looks like you're working on Sunfag, and yeah, cam is so good, and that's kind of one of my biggest annoyances with my cam. I don't have cam, and I probably should, but I really do wish I had him. He's so good in C-Pit, he's so good in just Jedi teams in general. I'm about, I think, 6 to 7 months away. Hopefully, based on projections, eventually we should be getting 30 to 40 cam shards. So once we get to that point, I should be closing in. Because I think my cam is about halfway to 6 stars right now, so he needs about 130 shards, 140. Oh, you mean the requirement of cam? My apologies. Yeah, the requirements for cam, both Bad Batch and Shakti clones are very, very good teams, which is one of the reasons why people encourage you to farm them, because they just work so well in getting 4 out of 4s. So yeah, your Geos are looking good. Shat-T50 first team is good for any CM, pretty much. Yeah, and also the good thing about Shat-T50 first is they're also very good in C-Pit. Which was a big part of my guild clearing C-Pit, was that we had those 26, 27 Shat-T clones teams, and each one of those is at least 5%, so it does add up. Bad Batch, yeah, Bad Batch are good. The only problem with Bad Batch is they just don't really work in C-Pit, so they don't have as good viability. But Bad Batch are very good, and actually, I'm kind of the opinion that Bad Batch are pretty good in cam. I know there's a lot of people that say Shat-T clones only, but Bad Batch, if you know what you're doing, they're pretty reliable. It just comes down to really, if Wrecker survives the opening onslaught, and he continues tanking, so you need a good Wrecker, you can get pretty lucky, or just you can get pretty consistent results with Bad Batch. But the cam mission is hard, and someone said yesterday, I can't remember who it was, but someone did say the cam mission is probably the hardest mission in the game, and whoever said that, you're absolutely right. So it's important that we understand that and try and build up the teams through. Okay, so it does look like you're working on Spy. It does look like you're working on Sunfec. Oh no, don't worry about throwing me off. This is all very important information, and hopefully people take it in. Getting cam teams ready is so important, and I would actually argue, really, anyone from 3 to 4 million GP should have some form of cam team, whether that's Bad Batch or whether that is Shakti clones. And what I'd actually argue is, if you're like me with my alt account, my free-to-play, and you're going for a more GAC-focused roster, there is no harm in building up the entire Bad Batch team to Relic and using that instead, because that way you're still contributing towards the guild, it's just through a different team. I'm not saying that's the best thing to do, and the other thing is, a lot of people, like a lot of you may have in-house coaches, or you may go to the Cam 50 server, which is really good to get your cam strategies. Sorry about that. It's because I had that fizzy drink earlier, it's kind of making me a bit gassy in my chest here. But yeah, you kind of, if you're going to go Bad Batch route, you need to know the kits, or you need to know someone who can talk you through it. Otherwise, you're more likely to fail. Although I do think it's more reliable with a good strategy. Okay, I'm going to go back to the roster reviews now, and we've had our moment talking about cam. Yeah, Bad Batch does take a lot more gear, which is definitely a problem. Cough, Shakti, clones, killers. Sounds right for the Inquisitors, cough. So yeah, if you're working on Geospy, then finish them off. Sunfec is a good relic, because his ship's so pivotal. I have him gear 12 on my account, and he works fine. But people who have him high relic, and actually no, I don't have him gear 12, I have him gear 13, I do apologise. But yeah, he is a really good relic. Ignore my last comment now. Okay, let me see what else you have here. So you're working on CLS. Okay, so let's take a look at your CLS team. So Commander Luke is Relic 4. You do have a Zeta. And that Zeta is Rebel Maneuvers. Okay. And you've modded him for speed and potency. He is reasonably fast. His potency is... Okay. Okay, here's something I'm gonna suggest here. Normally, okay, I will kind of say use good speeds and don't worry too much about primaries early game. However, if you're using a potency set, okay, a potency set is counterintuitive to use a tenacity primary. And it's the same thing with a potency set, tenacity set. You don't want to use a potency primary because if you want one or the other, you don't necessarily want both. Now, Commander Luke can benefit from both, but look, you've got a potency set on him, yet he's only gaining 24% potency. Now, if you had a potency primary on him, he would actually be gaining 50%, 54%. So in this case, I would actually change the primary to a potency. If you're going to go potency, you need to go all in. Though I wouldn't do half and half because the gain just isn't enough. We can have a look at one per in a second. So yeah, CLS team, I mean, it's coming along. You also have Hera's Omicron, and if you didn't know, this can beat CLS pretty reliably. It's an okay Omicron. You do need to work on speeds. You could argue Hera doesn't need much speed in territory water. She's going to take bonus turns. But yeah, I would work on speeds a little bit. And then let's take a look at Empire. Okay, let's take a look at your Empire team, because that's the other one you said you're working on here. So you have Mara Jade, which is really, really nice. She's got decent speed. What primaries have we got? So you got potency, very nice. You got defense, that's clearly there because of speed. Perfectly fine. And again, when we start talking about the primary stats, that's more mid to end game. Early game, speed is all that matters. Early game. Once you get past that early game section, that's when you actually want to switch it up and move towards looking for primaries. You said it's trash though. It's horrendous. It's what it means. Well, I counter that by saying I have been there present in a Discord call with multiple people who have actually used the Omicron on Phoenix to beat CLS teams at Relic. So the CLS teams are Relic and the Phoenix were Gear 12 low Relics, and they were beating the high Relic CLS teams. It does work really well because the thing is they're going to be countering. Hera's going to be taking bonus turns whenever she uses her special. So if we take a look at Phoenix over here, whenever Hera takes a bonus turn, right? If you take a look and read it, the first time anyone falls below 50% health, which will happen turn 1, they're gonna mass assist, they're gonna zap someone. She's gonna take a bonus turn. She then applies this, which you need the Omega on. If you're gonna apply the Omicron, you need the Omega, and that's gonna apply to everyone, and for 3 turns. Now, the best thing is, those 3 turns will decrease by 1 every time they're killed, but the buff does not disappear. So say you're taunting with Kanan, Kanan gets killed, 1 turn's wiped. He gets killed again, 2nd turn's wiped, he gets killed a 3rd time he can now be eliminated. But remember, they are still countering, they have more or less a 100% counter chance. So you're going to be taking out CLS, and essentially the CLS team kill themselves off, because they hit someone, you counter, they hit someone else, you counter again, and then you finish them off. And you know, it does work pretty well. I'm not saying it's a top tier Omicron, I'm just saying it can work. They also gain stacking offense, they also gain increased health, and she gains 80% turn meter whenever a Phoenix ally uses special ability, so she's going to be taking many turns. It's not as bad as you would think. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the next team. So you said Emperor, and then we're going to have a look at your Galactic Republic and Separatist progress for gas. I think that's important, and we look at that here. Okay, well, your progress towards gas is obviously very low. You're only 1.7 million GP. There's no reason why you can't have gas by about 2.5, 2.6 million, even after filling out some of these teams. So I wouldn't worry too much. I definitely think you have potential here to do so. And if we just take a look at your Galactic Republic, and then we'll take a look at ships afterwards and mods finally. So Galactic Republic, you do have a long time till gas. That's just the honest truth. The nice thing you've got Kenobi done. Kenobi is done. He's out of the way. He's looking good here. Yeah, it's just going to take a while to get through this. That's all I can really say. Just keep on plugging away. And then the last thing we're going to look at here is your ships and then your mods. So ships wise, well, there's only really one thing. You need to work on Galactic Republic. If you're going for gas, you're going to want at least a Gear 10 mace to do the mission, because it doesn't look like you have a negotiator. Sorry guys, I'm blocking up. My nasal passages are going a bit crazy. It's those damn colds on these lovely cold evenings. So yeah, you need to work on Galactic Republic. That's all I can really say. They need a lot of work, so keep them plugging away here. And finally, let's just take one look at the speeds, and then we'll go on to the next count here. So Grandmaster Yoda is your fastest character at 80 speed. It's not terrible. It does need a little bit of work, but it's not bad. You got a month before you go ham on gas requirements. That's perfectly fine. It's good to plan these things out, and if you spend a prolonged amount of time really focusing on gas, you can definitely get it done. It's just going to take you a while, and I hope you understand that. But I do like where your account's at. Just make sure you fill out the teams, because with gas, one of the most important things is you do need to really fill out these teams. You need to fill out the Shepti clones, you need to fill out the Galactic Republic, the Padme team, and also it's quite nice to fill out the Separatist team, although a lot of people don't do that and just stick with the Gear 12s. Mod-wise, you do need to work on them, because Echo, I mean, here's the thing, right? You've got no mods on any of your characters other than the top. So yeah, 100% work on mods. Oh, that's just Galactic Republic. I do actually apologise. There we go. We can look at your mods properly. I'm sorry about that. Didn't realise you started to filter them. Yeah, your Revan's nice. Okay, I apologise. CLS, yeah, we've already looked at him. Okay, so yeah, mods are okay. When did we get to the point where they're not modded? Probably around about here, I would assume. Yeah, I know, I saw. I'm sorry. It's... I always have these moments, guys. I always have these moments. But yeah, you do need to work on mods a little bit. But, for the most part, it's actually looking pretty good. Sam's looking good. It seems like your good mods are on CLS Sam. Up until Mara, really. And then after that, there's a bit of a drop-off. We're going to take a look at Basilishan here. Yeah, it's still good. Do you know what? I take that back. Your mods are okay. I would still work on them anyway. There is a drop-off around about here. But most of the characters you seem to be using are modded okay. But then we get down to people like Hera, and if you got the Omicron, you should probably have some decent mods on them for sure. Alright. Okay. On to the next one today. Yeah, I'm still streaming. Just slowly but surely getting through all these roster reviews. Sorry about that, I had to mute myself. The cold is getting pretty crazy right now. Okay, so on to the next one here. And we are going to be looking at this one here, which is... what have they actually said? The guild, your guildmate going for the first GL SLKR, then Lord Vader. Okay. Well, good thing is, if they're going for Lord Vader, at least they already have General Skywalker. Cough me, I know. Tell me about it. Guys, it's kind of crazy. I'm gonna be real. How long has the stream been going? The stream's been going almost for 3 hours. We probably won't do a 4-hour one today because I'm getting a little bit tired today and I'm not really feeling the best ever. We're still going to carry on for now, but I'm just telling you guys now it's probably not going to be the longest stream ever. We've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more people after this. We'll try and get through as many as possible, but you just have to understand that time is a real problem. Hey Glamit, do you know a way to get credits? You're low and you don't know how to get them. Firstly, play the game. Secondly, the credit challenges come around 3 times a week. Galactic Wars give you credits, and all of those fun things will help you get credits. But the main thing is, yes, what the boss said, just play the game and try your best to keep playing, and eventually you'll get there. Only 1 like? What only has 1 like? What is this? There's more than 1 like on the stream. How do you make a clip on YouTube? You want to clip that part where... I am not going to tell you because then that's going to become a meme. Okay. So, going for Lord Vader, eventually. Well, the nice thing is if you already have gas, you're already halfway there. Let me just take a look at what you've got going on here. Request the roster review, and all we know is SLKR, then Lord Vader. So let's first take a look at the SLKR film. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. It's looking good. It says 1 for you. Interesting. It's definitely not saying 1 for me. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Andy, you think there should actually, if you're on PC, there should just be an option saying clip, and then you just have to find a clip and do it that way. So yeah, for the most part, SLKR farms come on really well. I just want to have a look at speed, but we'll do that in the main bit, so we're not messing around there. And then we'll take a look at the other ones, so the Lord Vader requirements. Okay, Lord Vader's going to take a long, long time. Reason being, whoever this is just hasn't got the characters ready. Also, Royal Guard, he's not a requirement for Lord Vader in a sense you need him for the unlock, but he is a requirement in the sense that you need to have him up and running in order for the team to work. Royal Guard's too important, and even low relics they're not really sufficient. I've had to take mine from Relic 3 to Relic 7, and the changes are night and day. Alright, so in terms of the farm, I'm liking that gas is done. Erodium 3 is interesting. It's not too high, it's also not too low, so you can clearly see this person does care about GAC. We're just going to sort by speed and have a look here. Darth Revan is the fastest, we would kind of expect that at this point. And wow, what a Darth Revan we have, 354 speed. That is really, really nice, so well done to this person for having a nice Darth Revan. Let's take a look at Rex. And again, yeah, look at 317. Very, very nice. Zam. I mean, we're looking at 305. So yeah, the mods are really, really nice. Key characters with good mods here. This is interesting. I would actually argue B1's at 93, which is good, but there is an argument to be made that a fast B1 is really good, especially in certain rosters when you don't have the most developed account. In terms of the SLKR farm, that is looking good. Let's just take a look at Sith Trooper. Sith Trooper's modding is interesting. He's got none, so that definitely is interesting. But what I was trying to get at is, with Sith Trooper, a lot of people mod him offense or crit damage. Personally, I like to mod him all health with offense primaries, and the reason being, if he stays alive, it can be the deciding factor, especially against like Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi Knight Revan counter. I prefer to have him high health with the offense primaries instead of offense mods with offense primaries, because the difference is night and day. You know, instead of having like 60,000, instead of having like 60k health, you get like 80 to 90k, so it is a big difference there. You're one shard away from getting Executioner. You're so mad. Refresh. Well harder. Alright. So, as we continue on, we've got one per Omicron. Okay, I'm really confused. Whoever this is, what is going on here? None of these characters have mods. At all. You cannot wear, you're out of shards. That's a sad part. Ah, that is quite sad. That is quite sad indeed. Yeah, this is quite worrying. Essentially, from here down, no one has mods. So I don't know if this person's done this by accident. I don't know if they're remodding currently. But if you're watching, you need to go and sort this quick. Especially because of territory battles and territory wars and GAC, when that comes up, you need to make sure you have those mods on your account. In terms of ships, we will look at those because they do affect the First Order farm. Well, we have the 7-star capital ship. We have a Razor Crest done. It looks like this person's also farmed Executor a little bit. We are still a little bit away from Finalizer, unless you're spending money, and that would change because you can buy the shards. But yeah, this does need a little bit of work. Alright guys, I'm going to be real. I know I keep on doing this, there's so many of you left to go. But I'm not really feeling the best right now. I'm keep on needing to mute myself to a cough and stuff, so I'm actually going to call it today. And we'll do these at the end of another stream. So there won't be a stream tomorrow because tomorrow I'm busy. There will be a free-to-play episode though. The next stream will likely be on Thursday, and Friday we'll probably have one as well. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. We will do the next batch of roster reviews then. We're getting for a decent amount. We're getting for about 8 to 10 a stream. The stream was longer than 1.5 hours. The other one was 1.5 hours as well. So we've been going for almost 3 hours. It's getting late. Like I said, I'm not really feeling the best, so I actually want to go lie down and rest. So I'm sorry to disappoint you guys, but hopefully you found this video or stream good and interesting. And yeah, I hope you all have a good evening. Wherever you are, have a good day. My name is Glamit, and I'll see you guys next time.